Hey guys, the Bot Builder back for another video, and today we have another episode of probably one of my most popular series on my channel. Yes, that's right, we've got another request fight, and this one is actually quite a good one. We have a very wide range of weaponries in this one with undercutter, spinners, launchers, lifters, and hammers. So it should be a fantastic time. But before we get into it, because today is the 28th of November, I would like to say to any of my American viewers who watch my channel, Happy Thanksgiving to you. Obviously in the UK, we don't really do Thanksgiving, but I know that I do have some American viewers where Thanksgiving is a thing over there. So to all my American viewers, hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And this was actually requested by an American, ironically enough. Ertwas the Cardbot Builder. So yeah. And we even have 2 American robots in there. So let's just get right into it by introducing the robots. Duck Lifter. PP3D Vertical Spinner. Wheelie Big Cheese Flipper. Blacksmith Hammerbot. And in the corner patrol zone for the CPZs, there's only one of him, and thank goodness, it is Virus. And yes, I do know I stole that joke from Grand Slam, the whiteboard special, but I had to because it applies for this drunk house bot. So Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go. This should be a very good battle here, you know. We have a brilliant variety in weapons in flippers, lifters, spinners, and hammers, and immediately Weedy Big Cheese are flipped up and over. And they're in a fair bit of trouble right here, but they use that big flip itself right. And Duck, meanwhile, the plucky little lifter robot, trying to get right into Blacksmith. Now Duck, runners-up of the US Championships of this year, the 2019 US Championships of my series. Blacksmith, they came 3rd. Bite Force won that, by the way. And Blacksmith now bringing the hammer right down onto Weedy Big Cheese. PP3D now comes in with a huge hit with that vertical spinner. Duck now lifting up Weedy Big Cheese. They all seem to be ganging up on the big flipper, and you don't blame them because Weedy Big Cheese are very dangerous. And we just saw then sending Duck up and out the arena, and Weedy Big Cheese now throwing PP3D up. Now PP3D has appeared in 2 episodes of Request Fights before, and they've won both of them. So will they win another here? Will they get a 3rd Request Fight victory to their name? Well, they are now trying to come with that spinner in onto Blacksmith. Blacksmith are doing quite well, you know, at the minute. Weedy Big Cheese now getting right underneath PP3D. Can they use that flipper to flip them? PP3D now on their backs. Oh boy, this has already been a fantastic fight right here at the minute. Blacksmith bringing down the hammer. Weedy Big Cheese, they do need to self-right. Those wheels are big, but it's not quite big enough to make the robot invertible. They're throwing PP3D back up and over once again. Now they're right underneath Blacksmith. That's a bit of a weak flip there from Weedy Big Cheese. Are they losing their power a little bit? PP3D trying to cause more damage using that vertical spinner. Weedy Big Cheese throwing PP3D up. PP3D now hitting them with the blade, and now they are hitting Blacksmith. Blacksmith bringing down the hammer, and Weedy Big Cheese are in trouble at the mercy of Virus. And they're getting lifted up, and look, those 2 big wheels seem to fit quite nicely in onto Weedy Big Cheese. Oh god. Oh, and Virus gets flipped up and every time, Virus, you get flipped up and over by a competitor robot. Meanwhile, PP3D and Blacksmith are having a fight right now at the minute, and Weedy Big Cheese! Oh, that was a big flip, and again! Throwing Blacksmith up onto their side. Blacksmith are in a lot of trouble right now at the minute. Weedy Big Cheese, can they send Blacksmith up and out the arena? PP3D now coming in. Oh, and that was a big hit right there. Using that vicious undercutter spinner. Weedy Big Cheese very nearly getting Blacksmith up and out the arena once again. And this fight could go to a judge's decision, you know. And it could be very close. Blacksmith landing in just a couple more hits onto Weedy Big Cheese. Weedy Big Cheese very nearly getting Blacksmith up and out the arena once again. but they're flipping themselves over once again too, and PP3D have been very impressive, but so's both Blacksmith and Weedy Big Cheese, and it is going to go to the judge's decision, and it, has it? Or will it? Because did Blacksmith get flipped out the arena before Cease was called? I wonder. Well, I hadn't actually called Cease. So Cease, yeah. This is going to be a very close fight, and the judges have said that Blacksmith were still in. Time did run out when they were flipped out the arena. So it is going to come down to these two. Who will come out on top? Will it be the mighty flipper, the deadly spinner, or the big hammer? Well, the judges have said that they don't think Blacksmith deserved the win. They did get pretty beaten out of the other two. But between these two, PP3D and Weedy Big Cheese, it was very close. But the judges have made a decision, and on damage and control, they've given it to PP3D! Oh, I know it's going to be a bit of a controversial decision, but the judges said that PP3D won and beat Weedy Big Cheese out on damage and control. I know not many people are going to like that, but that's just how the judging criteria works, I'm afraid. So, time for a little bit of the post-fight interview now. Yeah, Duck didn't really last too long, did they? The poor thing. They sort of got flipped out of the arena quite quickly by Weedy Big Cheese. Quite a shame too. I thought they could have done quite well in that fight. Could have countered PP3D's spinner quite well. Weedy Big Cheese, very impressive. I've actually attached blue tack onto the little pins, as you can tell, because the flipper used to come off, and it's a great result. They just lost out on damage and control because PP3D, that spinner is still pretty brutal. For those, I'm not sure if I've explained how the judging criteria works, but it's 1 point for damage, control, and aggression. Weedy Big Cheese won on aggression, PP3D won on control and damage, because Weedy Big Cheese flipping itself over wasn't very controlled, and some of the big hits PP3D got on the side of Weedy Big Cheese wheels basically gave it the edge in damage. Blacksmith, they weren't going to win that fight, unfortunately, but they did well. They did well, which is nice for a change. And, of course, Virus is drunk as ever. Ah, my God, you really need to go sober, my boy. But, yeah, so, yeah, that's that. Again, to my American viewers, hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving. And to my other viewers who aren't from America, hope you enjoyed this fight and hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, until then, the Bot Builder, out.